most with something bizarre. The Governor of Anambra State.
Nigerians are going through now. They didn't face it during the lockdown.
And the number of people dying.
They didn't face it during the lockdown. The businesses are collapsing. SMEs are collapsing. The World Bank has warned us that this crisis could push us into recession. Are we happy to go just into recession like that?
Are you sure that was not his intention in the first place?
Are we happy to go into recession? The World Bank warned that the time, and the IMF, that the time we gave for this thing was too short. But Emefiele preferred to listen to opportunists who felt that, look, as long as he persisted with that policy, their aim of seeing a particular person not win an election will come to pass. And I said a lot of Nigerians had made up their minds before all this punishment that you are inflicting on them. They have made up their minds. They had the time to think about who to vote for.
A national newspaper had this headline this morning, and Emefiele has given a rebuttal 2 hours immediately.
Yes, but he cannot respond to a Supreme Court judgment.
Over a week ago.
But you have to know that the leaf that is dancing on the pond, the drummer
is under the water.
This one is a direct affront. That one, maybe he has people who he thinks he must listen to, who must now direct him to obey the law. Because somebody must be telling him, don't worry, nothing will happen. Because if he can react so fast, that means also aware that the Supreme Court gave a judgment.
If at your bankers committee meeting, you people resolved, they said it was a virtual meeting, you people resolved that, okay, from now on, we take these new notes, old notes from our people, and we allow the tellers to generate a code and then deposit.
Yeah. This makes sense.
And the decision is, there is no limit to what can be deposited. Because why should we even do limit in the first place?
Supreme Court has overruled that.
So now, what is for Nigerians to be able to hold the banks accountable? All you needed to do was tell us that this is what you have agreed.
So by this morning, the banks should be filled up.
Yes.
The press conference.
People trying to put in the old notes, trying to.
Now you are keeping it as if this is a cult matter. Why would you not tell us? Soludo is not your chief press secretary.
It's even insulting.
It's not, but so I can understand how Soludo is feeling because he's killing businesses in the state. SMEs are dying. You can't pay people cash. Just the way it happened, if these people learn from history. This was exactly what happened in India.
Today, as I'm talking to you now, the Kogi State government, they are going from market to market to ensure enforcement.
Yes.
Honestly,
governors, I'm happy with governors.
I still saw a picture from Kingsley.
Yes, they are going around. They're going even with the Commissioner for Finance, Ashiwaju. I saw him and the advisor on security, the commander, the retired naval officer. I saw them because people are suffering. And these governors too will lose because internally generated revenue will suffer. When businesses don't do well, how can you get internally generated revenue?
Pains.
People are suffering. I said yesterday that 2,700 naira was taken from someone to give him 5,000. Well, this is rubbish now. And we are happy to watch things even degenerate further. The longer it takes, the more desperate those POS people
I'm telling you,
and they continue to extort our people.
There's no money in circulation.
So this is the situation.
Okay, now, I am Adetoro on the line. Thank you, Adetoro, for calling us. Yes, Toro, are you still there?
He set himself ablaze because he could not live with the pain. He set himself ablaze. Before you know, this thing was spreading from country to country.
People have been very patient.
And regimes were brought down.
But in time past, President Muhammadu Buhari has shown empathy.
Compassion.
Yes. I
don't understand.
That's why he doesn't want to remove the subsidy till now. That's why he held on to that subsidy till now. That's why he had to give states grants to augment salaries. Bailouts. So on this, I don't know what's happening.
President Buhari is the only one who knows what's going through his mind.
I think because I don't think
this is not the Buhari that I knew.
We started with,
This is not the Buhari that I knew.
And it's not
the Buhari that I knew would not want to see people suffer.
And it's not your Jubrin from Sudan.
There is no such thing as Jubrin. So those who came up with it, they are a different animal. It doesn't mean that you are referring to him as an animal.
No,
when you say someone is pig-headed,
it
doesn't mean you are saying his head is like that of a pig. No, you're only saying he's stubborn.
Yeah.
So El-Rufai now, he used that to describe one of his opposition people that is a different animal.
Different kind of
the person intervened from one of our channels here in Lagos now said, "Oh, you are calling him an animal." So El-Rufai said, "And I'm sure you know what I'm trying to say."
He does.
An animal. So El-Rufai said, "And I'm sure you know what I'm trying to say."
He does.
He just
well wishes and the public, both at home and diaspora, to its centenary celebrations, which is scheduled to hold between February and March 2023, with activities lined up across all zones.
Is the umbrella association of the over 12 million Nigerian rice farmers. All these successes could not have been achieved without the political will of Mr. President.
Forms, whether they can function optimally.
Until
Yes, even some Yalonje
in
Akute, that's what they do. They've hired POS people, they stand by them, and you will now pay after paying. Yes,
and as you can see, there are more papers than money.
This can cause people to commit suicide. Yeah?
All these are things I have to work out with the bank. I have to keep them in.
This can cause people to commit suicide because look at all the money.
Wasting away.
Just nobody's buying.
Where's the money to buy?
Nobody's buying. Are you going to say they transfer? We have not reached that level. Even in the UK, they've not done what you call cashless because they know that some people can't afford all this payment, the charges on it.
And
so they still operate side by side.
The payment is minimal. £10, £7. So you have to carry that around. £20.
I mean, the pain that our people have gone through is just too much. As if some people are trying to push them to,
that's what I said.
To become violent.
Somebody wants this country to burn. This is what Yoruba will call Kakekuma JSC. This is what they call it. Instead of us losing out totally, let's burn the house down.
Okay, somebody said it that they are waiting for the governorship. I said, what's the correlation between this? Okay, the presidential election has come and
that's
gone.
what people will say. That the governorship will happen and this pain will still continue.
Yeah.
I was telling you, I said, don't be too sure. We are dealing with a CBN. You are thinking, once the elections are over, this whole problem. Don't be too sure. Did they print enough? The answer is no. They don't print enough. They didn't print enough. Look at the implementation of the policy. It's been implementation in a terrible manner. Everybody can see it. So So don't deceive yourself that after the election, let's do. People were telling me now, let's do the election first. Let's take this pain, do the election first. After that, bias. Their brains were turned.
Now, breakfast.
What are we going through? Has the election not happened? Has the problem not continued? It has taken a Soludo to become emergency CPS. Is the Onogu Galacticos of CBN now. It's a CBS. It's
and the governors,
I mean, it's
Galacticos of
Anambra State. That's the thing.
I think the governors must find a way around this.
No, I like what the governors are doing. Even the governor of Ekiti too. Say you must take this money. If you don't take it, we prosecute you. If they don't begin to do it, people won't. All these big businesses will not stop. Especially banks.
It would have been easy, just a circular. If you don't have to show your face. Nigerians are not interested in seeing your face.
You are ashamed.
Just a signed circular.
Yes, we are law abiding. After the Supreme Court judgment, this is our decision. That's all.
Even if you are ashamed, if you can't pose like this, like you're posing with the president, if you can't smile like this.
Posing that
yes,
time.
but that, it has not been served breakfast.
All the people who are saying that they stand by him. By the time his tenure has ended. And he has been reserved a place of opprobrium. All those associate, they will not. They won't stand among those who are egging him on. They won't. Everybody identifies with success.
Yeah.
They will not say that they were among the people saying, "Oh, I stand by Emefiele." You call yourself a trained journalist. You can see people dying on the street. You can see people standing on the queue and collapsing and dying. You had no shame to say that you stand by a man who has inflicted that pain on people. I mean, something must be inherently wrong with you.
A journalist died in Ibadan, walking to work.
Yes. And you say you stand by this thing. Go public now. Go and say that.
All right.
Walk around the street and say you are happy with what Emefiele has done. Let us see whether you get back home.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
By this time next week, we'll be here to celebrate with you.
Yeah.
And the maestro himself, Babaji Kolade.
Thank you.
All right. Yeah. And that's our package today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the repeat broadcast tonight at 11 p.m. Join us every Sunday for Journalist Hangout on Sunday from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. I'm Ayodele Uzubaku. Bye for now, and God bless Nigeria.